You just have to see them first. And they better not be any MBTs from the front. So that's going to mess you up. Now there's a ZTZ right there. Just from the front though. Alright everyone, hello and welcome back to another episode on War Thunder. Today, looking at a very different tank for once, because I don't think we've ever really taken any look at any anti-air just yet. And so this is the very first one, and I think a very good one to start with. It's of course the German Gepard, the second highest tier anti-air in the German lineup. Well, third highest now that you have got the flak rocket truck as well. But it comes in at a battle rating of 8.0 at rank 6, being a very nicely radar guided anti-air that only uses guns. So that kind of being why it's of course a little lower tier than the higher up flak rocket and Panther and flak rocket and truck basically. It does use two Ehrlichen cannons at very high fire rate of 550 rounds a minute and pretty decent accuracy. Indeed, those things do shred every airplane to pieces, and really not just airplanes. I've had a lot of tank kills in this thing as well, which is why I really do enjoy it as much as I do. I think I've very reliably always gotten at least 2 or 3 kills every time I spawn this thing up. I've had crazy rounds of like killing 4 or 5 airplanes and choppers and like 2 or 3 tanks on top, so this thing is an absolute beast. And you shred most of the things in your way, except like maybe Russian main battle tanks, as long as you have ammo. Once that ammo runs out, you know, it's a pretty big pain to reload, because of course you need to go to cap circle and stay for it for like absolute ages to reload. But other than that, these guns do a great job, and I usually, while this thing is pretty spaded, and I could have years ago went for different ammo, I usually just go for the default rounds, because I think they're a pretty decent mix. You get half APIT and half HEIT rounds, so half rounds for just shredding airplanes, half rounds for actually getting some decent work done on tanks. You've got alternatives like just going for APDS and doing 127mm of pen to tanks, which I can believe is indeed absolutely deadly. But the thing is, you cannot really split the ammo loadout on this thing, so you've kind of got to decide for one thing or another, and I'm not too convinced of these rounds' ability to shred airplanes just as well, which is why I've stuck with the default belt, and so far with its 68mm of pen on the APIT belt, it has done me a pretty decent job indeed. Now, other than that, you do get some smoke launchers, which you do, of course, kind of need to unlock here through the modifications. If we have another peek in here again, you get RT, all the good other things as usual. Turret rotation speed is an insane 75.4 degrees a second, so this thing is basically fast as can be. That is, of course, not with maxed crew even. I do have the aiming maxed. I am pretty sure of that on my gunner, so the targeting is at level 5, but of course we have not got the expert and ace qualifications for this crew, because that does indeed cost a pretty penny, so you could even get more out of that if you ever wanted to, you know. For me, it's been way more than enough. Vertical guidance also awesome, minus 10 degrees, better than most of the MBTs out there, to be honest, and well, 85 degrees for obvious reasons, because this thing is of course an anti-air. Reloading rate doesn't really matter with this thing, because you have basically one big belt that you shred through, and once that's out, you get like another 60 round on like some spare kind of magazine, and that's it. So, well, you know, try not to overuse it, but one way or another, even if you hard spam, you should have a good bunch of rounds for a very long time, honestly. 550 rounds per minute, as I said, you get like, let's have a quick look at this. 550 rounds per minute, as I said, you get like 550 rounds per minute, as I said, you get like 550 rounds per minute, as I said, you get like 550 rounds per minute, as I said, you get like 550 rounds per minute, as I said, you get like 550 rounds per minute, as I said, you get like 550 rounds per minute, as I said, you get like 550 rounds per minute, as I said, you get like 550 rounds per minute, as I said, you get like 550 rounds per minute, as I said, you get like 550 rounds per minute, as I said, you get like 550 rounds per minute, as I said, you get like 550 rounds per minute, as I said, you get like 550 rounds per minute, as I said, you get like 550 rounds per minute, as I said, you get like 550 rounds per minute, as I said, you get like 550 rounds per minute, as I said, you get like 550 rounds per minute, as I said, you get like 550 rounds per minute, as I sa if we can check it out, we can indeed not. I think you get like 1200 rounds or something, so you should last a few minutes regardless. Armor, you of course don't really have anything, so try and not get hit with this thing. You do get the radar, of course, which is very nice and fast and accurate at depicting all the targets around you, and you've got like your aiming radar, of course, and to kind of take an aim at any planes you may find. Very recommended, though, to actually fold this down every now and again when you actually go into cities, because this thing does make you very spottable. And, well, if you fold it down, you can go into a very nice TD mode with this thing as well. As I said, I do keep shredding a lot of tanks with this, and I hope that I'll be able to show you all that today as well. 65 kilometers an hour as a max speed at an engine power of 830 horsepower and 46 tons of weight. It's pretty decent. It's not the fastest thing in the world, but it has got a decent power to weight ratio. It is sufficiently fast and has got sufficiently good acceleration for this tier, I think, and I am overall pretty happy with that. Quick look at the X-ray. There's not really anything interesting to see here. You know, you've got the horizontal aiming drive up front here, very interesting. That's a pretty huge module, and you've got ammo kind of all around, but to be honest, it doesn't really matter that much, because if you get hit, most of the times you'll be dead anyways, maybe except if the engine manages to take a bit of the impact, or people somehow manage to miss all the vital components, which, as you can see, this thing is pretty crammed, so that is quite the hard task indeed. But I mean, you do get at least some basic armor that should shield you off from like lower caliber machine guns. If you encounter like 20 mils or something, you'll probably die regardless though. But overall, a very interesting thing, a very enjoyable tank honestly, and it's been an absolute joy grinding this thing out. It's been breezing fast due to the great performance I've gotten out of it. So I hope I will be able to show that to you all today as well, and maybe even some tank kills along the way. So we're going to try and do that. Let's hop into some games, and I'll see you on the other side. Alright everybody, so hello, and welcome to... Ow! Me being bullied by a leopard. Welcome to the very first game on... you know, at least he says sorry. Welcome to the very first game out here on Poland. I've kind of determined that I'll try and be doing a bit of a mix here. Let's first things first get the radar dish down, because I don't think we'll encounter a plane this early, and choppers will take a minute. And I don't want to be a walking target. But the idea here being that I think I'll mix this between, like, just spawning in early game first things first with the Gepard and trying to wreck things, like, be it tanks, be it planes, because, I mean, I'm basically the only person that spawns an anti-air early, and, well, anti-airs can be pretty beneficial to the team, right? You know, early game choppers can be quite devastating, of course, and that way we've at least got some coverage for our team. So I'm hoping, you know, to just catch some early bird choppers that way, maybe get some early kills, help out the team a bit. We'll also try and just go with MBTs, and then when I die, swapping over. So both of these are like ideas that I want to go for, and we'll see how that will do for us as I hear a missile absolutely destroy me. Alright, and back up Gepard on Poland, because, you know, why in the world not? I really just heard that missile, didn't see it coming whatsoever, else I would have tried to shoot it down with my beautiful guns, but, well, what do I say? That did not work quite out as planned, unfortunately. So, I'll be... Oh? I think that was maybe the missile that my radar just detected there? Apparently that was like the BMP missile that my radar just detected. Very interesting thing. That does indeed, like, that's indeed a possibility. You know, I've kind of radar detected and shot down missiles with this thing before, so very nice and handy option indeed. But one way or another, we are going to try and go a different way and just provide some air cover for the time being here. Also, if you look down below, it wasn't quite the 1200 rounds, I thought. It's 680 rounds, but, like, with overheat times and everything on the Gepard, I'm still pretty sure it should, you know, be sufficient for, like, more or less 2 minutes of fire, because you will have to give this thing a break eventually as well, but, you know, that said, overheats have never really been an issue for me in this thing either, because by the time you overheat, honestly, you will probably have wrecked whatever you were shooting at, or you have been killed by some tank, you know. Could be both. Alright, so I'm seeing 2 targets in the air here that I haven't really spotted quite yet. I'm trying to... Oh, lock on. There we go. So we've got a chopper all the way out there, which is certainly something to look out for. I think the other thing may be our friendly G91. I haven't quite seen him yet either, though. We will have to keep our eyes peeled for that chopper, though. It may actually be 2. I've just seen 2 signatures. It may have also just been his missile. But he's certainly peeking up and down there somewhere between the... Oh, yeah, there's a second one. Let's grab one. Who already died. Wow. That was pretty mad. I'm pretty sure... Oh, no, he's not dead. Wait. He's coming for me now. Oh, God. Please go away. Thank you. Jesus Christ. I was so sure that my... friendly anti-air just blapped him to bits, but apparently that was not the case. I'm not sure that was the first one we saw, though, because that guy was coming in from a considerably different angle. It may have been him. I'm kind of still a bit concerned, not gonna lie, but, Oh, no, there's definitely a second signature out there every now and again. Pretty sure there's another chopper somewhere between the trees there, something. And it popped up, 2.9 kilometers away, which is indeed quite a distance. He may also be seeing that I'm pinging him. It is an AH-1, I'm not sure if it's a G or if it's a more advanced version of the thing. He seems to be very... conscious and wary of my presence, so we will not alert him just yet. We'll let him come a bit closer, and once he is kind of out of the coverage of these trees for like my radar guidance, he's already starting to fire at people though. I think this should be about right, to be honest. Let's try this. Got him. Nice. Get absolutely wrecked, mate. Ow. There's a tank behind me. Oh my god! My Ostwind just saved me! How did that good dude get there? What in the world? Jesus Christ, I'm gonna say thank you for that. That was very scary indeed. There is a plane up out there that we probably want to start shooting at whenever our traverse is fixed. But like, Jesus Christ, he didn't even get any of my crew members or anything. That was a scary moment. Like, I don't know how that dude got there. He must have, like, driven, like, all the way around like this and coming from behind. That's, like, kind of the only thing I can imagine how my team could have missed him. Like, there's so many people around me. But the Ostwind coming in clutch, saving my bot, because I didn't have any traverse. I would have probably died there. We'll try and go for this, dude, but it's honestly a bit far away, and we've just actually run out of ammo, which is kind of concerningly early. That is indeed a bit of an issue. Maybe I spammed a bit much, I really don't know, but we will have to go and reload here. That is earlier than I usually run out of ammo, so maybe I hit that trigger a bit too hard, I don't know. We'll go in here, we'll go and reload. And if that prop ever comes close to me, I'll probably be easily able to grab him with my 14 remaining bullets. Otherwise, you know, maybe the G91 can take care of him. As you can see, it's actually not as bad as something like an M163 for reload. You know, already quarter done here, so it's not going to take me an absolute age, but still. Alright, so we're back. The guy's still circling pretty close, and we are just done reloading. So I'm kind of hopeful that we can maybe potentially get him whenever he circles back here. He's not too far away, he's just flying very, very low and slow. That said, he seems to be hurt, so maybe he is about to go down. Maybe not. No, he's coming. Okay, so let's try something like that. Well, God. Can we? Thank you. There he goes. Okay, very nice. Finally taken him out of the skies, which is great news indeed. We've got 2 more SIGs, but that's friendlies. And, well, clean skies policy reinforced again. But yeah, you can see, I mean, I'm kind of wondering why I really had to spam out that much ammo for, like, the first dude or two, it was a bit excessive, I think. I mean, usually I use like about 100 rounds per target, so should be sufficient for like 5 to 6 air targets in most cases, unless people are like super aware if you weave in and out super bad. I do try and let people come in somewhat close to me, as you've probably noticed by now. You know, you do want to try and have them within like 2.5 kilometers off you, because otherwise they can see your bullets like super early and have got a lot of time to evade you. So that being about the way to go right there, in my opinion, and also the way to go to save some ammo. For the time being, there seems to be another signature. Another sig just popped up like somewhere out there. Yep. New plane indeed. I thought it was all done, and then this thing came in. So yeah, as I said, I'm not going to shoot early. Many people make that mistakes in anti-airs. I can only recommend to not do that, because the second you do that, they're scared off, they're weaving, you've got no chance of actually killing them with a Gepard at least. 2.5, 2 kilometers-ish, that's when you want to start shooting, because that's usually also when they're kind of nice and straight for their attack run. You can just nicely zoom on straight on, and there goes the kill. Easy as that. Right, so don't do that too early. Yank 90 out of the way as well. 4th anti-air kill. Very nice, quick, and beautiful work of that plane. And now we are probably moving on to the next one. We'll be moving around here. Dead friendly already out there, so that's not a good start. Sada. What in the world? That was an actual live tank. Oh, damn it. Totally missed that. Could have been the first kill. We will, we'll move on. Alright, we've moved kind of deep into enemy territory, and I've seen a tank up ahead. Right there, and that's our first kill with a Gepard. Very nice. That was the idea all along. So that's the first tank killed. I think there's more, to be honest. Cannot seem to see any more. Oh, no, I do. Was a crit. Oh, God, and a T-54 just got me. Okay. Well, we marked one for our team. We did crit him. We did immobilize him. I'm hopeful that my team can at least manage to kill him, but with that said, I'm going to swap to aerial support with the G91, and we'll be back for more Gepard clips, hopefully, including some more TD-style kills in the next one. The fuck? I think I'm going to include this clip here, just because, you know, my reaction to it was probably pretty funky as well. But I just managed to destroy an aircraft through friendly fire with a G91 missile. Very interesting one indeed there. But, well, moving on. I'm going to see you in the next clip, which was interesting, but we will be moving on regardless. Maybe not. That's a chopper and it's not a friendly one. Where? Here. Got him. Nice. Just clipped his tail there last second. That's the first Mi-24 out of the way. I was like, oh, that's going to be a friendly chopper. And then I remember that like enemy chopper spawns are right over there. So that was like kind of the prime direction for him to come in from. That is great to have, and then once the battle moves onwards a bit, you know, the chaos has kind of cleared itself somewhat, and well, the enemies may have also moved up a bit more to positions where you can easily outflank them. That is, I feel, the kind of time when... Oh, you poor little soul. Oh, you poor little soul! Oh my god. Oh my god! I'm sorry, I totally lost track, but oh my god! You poor little soul! Who forced you to do this? Oh my god! Where's that Bradley at? Where in the... Everybody's being shot from somewhere. Feeling maybe over there? Kind of unsure, not gonna lie. feels to me like he's right there. May also be a different MBT, just moving up. No, he's right there. Jesus. Jesus, hold the wheel. Mr. Bradley, I would like to have a word with you. Please leave my teammates alone. Thank you very much. What? There was a second one. Oh my god. I feel betrayed. What in the world? That's just not fair. Okay, see you in the next one. I'm just going to give him that info too, you know, just in case he needs it. We've got a very sneaky airplane out there who thinks that by coming from behind I will not be able to, you know, shoot him, see him, whatever. He's very wrong about that, but he does seem to be supersonic, so shooting something like that with a Gepard is going to be a bit of a challenge in itself. I'm not quite sure what this is. It may be an F4E? Maybe, maybe not, but we will see about that. 3 kilometers away is a bit far. And he's probably just waiting for us to shoot him at this point, so we will give him a minute. And once he comes in close enough, just yeet the bullets at him. And there he goes. Good night, A4E. That was definitely not a supersonic plane, but we got rid of him. He didn't get rid of any of our friendlies, so that's great. I think our time as an anti-air is coming to an end, though. Let's go in TD a bit. Careful of what we're going to be shooting, probably. No, I hear a plane. That was not the plane. That was a missile. Jesus, I told you. I told you it was possible to lock missiles. We totally locked the missile instead of the plane. That was incredibly fast. I apologize. I hope nobody had, like, crazy motion sickness going on there, because that was, like, crazy fast. Gonna slowly move through here. Try and be somewhat methodical about it. It's of course something where you need to kind of listen and try and hear the other guy first. Good night. Jesus! I knew there was something. Ah, it's like... I think there's another something. Is it the leopard I'm here? Ring. Where's the road cut out? We're in a bad spot. We're kind of out in the open here. I know there's a Roycat somewhere that just killed my leopard buddy. I think he's like there-ish. There's also a plane that I cannot shoot right now. Because I kind of don't want to be super obvious here. Oh, I hear him. There he is. There he is. There he is. Boop! Nice. Jesus. Took him long enough to move. Was kind of already wondering if he had moved on to somewhere else. God. It really took him long enough to move. Like, holy moly. Is that a friendly plane now? It is. Okay. So, we will be moving on. Carrying out our TD roll to down thus far. I haven't died just yet. I will probably soon, you know, kind of overextending my luck here, but after all, we want to do some anti-tank action, don't we? So we'll try and do that. The ZTZ just killed a Gepard. I'm not sure whether... Oh, the ZTZ's right there, isn't it? The OF-40 is fighting him. I hope the OF-40 is going to win. It did. Okay, that's great. I think I hear another one. Could be the Gepard behind. It is the Gepard behind, okay. We are moving on. Slowly but surely. We'll just move to cover our A capture. Like right here. We'll be a very sneaky boy and try and kill somebody else from the side, alright? I hope you guys hear that too. It's like, hearing is, by the way, one of the most essential things. I mean, always in War Thunder, you know. I've said that for a while, but it's also kind of one of the most essential things when playing this thing. And we got another one! I told you! I told you this thing is great as an anti-tank. Like, What do I say? Just wrecked the CM11 from the side. 3 tank kills so far, an airplane kill. You know, covering ground and air. It's very nice. You just have to see them first. And they better not be any MBTs from the front. That's going to mess you up. Now there's a ZTZ right there. Just from the front though. I'm sorry, I just love this thing. It's just great. We've got like air superiority, we've got ground superiority, and all we need is a Gepard. Is there a plane coming in? Maybe the friendly. Hostile team lost all of his vehicles. Okay, that was a great game to finish it off, I think. 4 ground kills, 1 aerial target. What else would you really want to ask for? I mean, this is great. There's... That dude just respawned. He's probably going to try and kill me. I know he's going to try and kill me. We're going to die. We're going to die to finish this off. Just going to ask for cover, but we're dead. Oh, it's... Wait. It's an anti-air. Lol. Okay, we're not dead. He really wanted me. You know, he knew where I was at and all, but he's definitely more than dead, and I'm less than dead, and we've got 5 ground kills and 1 aerial target. Absolute cleanup right here. Hostile team out of targets once more. What a great game to finish off this little episode on the Gepard. I'll see you all in the main screen. Alright, so back we are now here in the main screen for a little conclusion on the Gepard, the killer, the monster. It's very accurate, like it's very much performing to the expectations the name brings with it, I feel. I've had an absolute blast in this thing, and I continue to. I've earned it, not earned, I've owned it for absolute ages now, like probably 3 months or something. I just keep playing it because I love it that much. It's a great, great tank. It's a great anti-air. It's a great tank destroyer, as was hopefully becoming evident in the last episode, and I'm just continuing to have a great time with it. Even if my team totally fails, I usually get a few kills, and then I die as well. And I think this may, in like ages, be one of the few tanks I have not really had any issues getting good clips with, because I just keep destroying everything left, right, and center. So it's a very, very great one indeed. Just a little quick in-between apologies though, because I am probably going to be a bit late today. I already know I took so long still getting clips because I wanted the TD clips. I got them though, so I hope you enjoyed them and they were worth the extra wait. But well, what do I really say about this thing? Get it. Try and get it. It's a great tank. It's a great anti-air. I think it's a great all-rounder. It can do pretty much everything you want it to do. I absolutely annihilate everything with it if I play it right and I don't get like face checked by an MBT, you know. I can pretty much clear up half the enemy team with it if I really try very hard. And while it is, of course, you know, total paper tank, if you play it right, you know, if you're patient, if you do the right moves, it is a great, great tank to have. And I mean, I've kind of, you know, already tested the Roland and seen how it performs. And I mean, except for, you know, maybe shooting supersonic targets, I'm not even sure I would want a tank like this more than the Gepard. But who knows how this thing performs at top tier? Probably that is kind of going to be its limitation when the side armor of things actually gets a bit too strong for it. Guess you could still use APDS, but could be a limitation I see right there. But for the tier that it's at, it's an incredibly great tank. I mean, you could see it. I kill everything. You know, I could kill the Roycat, I killed a small French tank, I killed a ZTZ to the side. You know, it can kill a ton of things. It is very, very capable, and if you're going up the German lineup, definitely don't skip the Gepard. Play it, enjoy it, spade it. You're gonna love it. I hope you're gonna have an absolute blast and never gonna want to move away from it ever again, because it is a great, beautiful, not all too little, but it's a great, beautiful tank indeed. So very much a recommendation from my side. I hope you all enjoyed this episode though. As always, if you did, please make sure to hit that like button down below. That does always help out the channel a ton. And let me know down below in the comments what you thought of this video. What do you think of the Gepard? Do you have one? Would you like to have one? And how has it been doing for you if you already do have one? And, well, that's about it. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And make sure to hit that bell icon right next to it to stay up to date on all the future upcoming episodes. And, as always, thanks a lot for watching, everyone. And I hope I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao.